This is it. We have our concession here, and I think we sort of have to take it and be happy with it. We're used to seeing a little bit more pomp around the transfer of power, and we're just not going to get it this time.
Yeah. He still insists, though, that he's got many legal battles to fight. He's had so many legal setbacks. What is actually left for him?
Virtually nothing. This is a case where he would need to have win after win after win, and he's getting loss after loss after loss. And not only that, but essentially humiliating losses. I have never suggested that people read court decisions until now. These court decisions that judges are bringing down are fun to read because they are so brutal to Donald Trump's position, because it's really, there's nothing there. It makes no sense.
Yeah, they're scathing, and there's also the discussion about how they claim fraud outside the courtroom, but really prove very little or argue very little fraud once they are in court.
Right, and that's really important because at the end of the day, this is an absolute circus, right? But at the end of the day, you want to have elections that people believe are fair and are an accurate count of the people in the country, and that's what we're getting, right? We're seeing this isn't just Donald Trump gets to say whatever he wants to say. This is people going in front of a court and not having anything to back up what they're saying. That's important.
Yeah, it is important for the country to move forward. Joe Biden is trying to do that. And what we are seeing is the appointment of very familiar and experienced faces, many from the Obama years that he is gathering around him. Is that smart, or are you a little disappointed that he's not going for something a little more imaginative?
I do. I think that it's a good idea in the sense that he wants to be clear out the gate that he's looking for people who have experience. He's looking for people who know what they're doing, who know, who have been in these positions of power before. Because in the Trump administration, there were a surprising number of kind of old school Republicans that he chose. But a lot of the people that he chose just simply didn't have the chops for the job. And so that's one of the important things that Biden's trying to convey with a lot of these appointments.
We know that Donald Trump ran down many state departments during his administration, just did not replace people who left, people who had been fired. With this transition now underway, will the Biden team get a sense of just how diminished state departments are?
Absolutely. And that's an important part of this transition, because they need to know what's going on there beforehand. Transitions take a really long time. There are a lot of positions. Now, one of the things that has happened in the Trump administration is that first level of career bureaucrats has been decimated a bit because a lot of those people have left. So the question then becomes what happens to that sort of first layer of putatively non-political people who we kind of need to get back.
Kristin, in your experience, have you seen this attempt with just weeks left, 7 weeks or so left before Joe Biden becomes president, to put in place policies to rush to do things that try and subvert what Joe Biden has been elected on?
We really haven't. And one of the things that Donald Trump, I think, has laid bare in American politics in general is how much we rely on norms. There's no rule that says that he needs to behave himself until January 20th. It's just that everyone else has done it. And so that's what we expect. but he doesn't tend to be ruled by norms. So yeah, he's going to spend the next couple of weeks here trying to make it as hard as possible for Biden to make the changes he wants to make.
And he's so out of sight. We haven't seen much of him other than playing golf since the election. How quickly do you think we might see his star fade once he is out of office?
I think very quickly. I think we're already seeing this process. It happened so fast last night after it became clear that the transition was going to happen, that we're already seeing Republicans kind of saying, oh, yes, we're so glad it's over now. And some of the other Republicans who had come out very early and said, we don't like this guy, are kind of scratching their heads a little bit. And so it's amazing how quickly I think some of his allies have fallen off.
Great to have your insights as always. Thanks, Kristin.
Thank you.